Hello and welcome to Lawless, an online celebration of British comics. This is Graham, and Graham and I have just had an absolutely amazing conversation with Simon Bisley, answering your questions that you very kindly submitted prior to the recording tonight. Graham, that was so much fun.
That was fantastic. It was absolutely amazing. I mean, Simon, he comes to the questions with so much energy. He's like the Energizer Bunny. You just can't stop him.
No, and he loved answering the questions as well. He was really grateful actually that everybody had submitted things to him.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it was just fantastic. I mean, we've really missed out these last 2 years because of COVID, not being able to actually everyone get together at BarCon, as we like to think of it, after the event, because you're there during the day and you're having a great time with the creators and the writers and your friends there. Because let's face it, a lot of these people, we only see them once a year. And this is so, we've really missed the sense of community that we usually have. So we all go back to our rooms, we get rid of our kit, our costumes, and then we come down, and that's where the party starts.
Yeah.
And inevitably, Simon will be in amongst all this.
I know. It's our time to drink the bar dry.
Yeah, and sit until 6 in the morning. You know who you are, those people that have sat to 6, 7 in the morning and seen the sun come up. I think of you, Graham. You were some of, and that was you at times as well. I've never had that staying power. Yeah, exactly. So this is a wee dig actually at everybody to go to Lawless next year. Do Lawless 2020. You'll not be sorry. It's such a great event. Keep an eye out for the tickets when they come out. I'm sure it'll be well advertised. It'll be on the Facebook page. But I just wanted to say as well, thanks very much to Banterflix tonight, to Jim McLean, for helping us make this recording. So thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. And we'll see you next year. Enjoy this interview, because we did.
Enjoy, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi there. Well, Graham, Simon, how's it going?
Going great, thank you very much.
Yep.
Been a lovely day here. Been sunny.
Oh my goodness, that makes a change. It's been freezing here in Northern Ireland.
Well, we get all the seasons in a day. It's ridiculous. We had the snow one day. We had snow. The whole ground was covered in snow everywhere, obviously everywhere. And then 2 hours later, it rained. The snow had gone, the rain had gone, and the sun came out like nothing had ever happened.
Oh, goodness sake. Well, I suppose that's a joy, right enough, doing something online. We don't have to worry about traveling somewhere in the snow or the rain or the wind, because it was really windy actually the last few days here too.
Same, yeah.
But no, we're gathered here tonight, Simon.
All the weather. Let's get that out of the way, shall we?
Yeah, that's it. That's a very British thing to talk about the weather first. Yeah, the lovely people at the Lawless Facebook group have submitted several questions for you that they really want to pick your brains on.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that they meet to your liking, and we'll have a good chat about the questions and see what you think.
These questions here.
Not that you know them or anything. No, they were never shared with you. No, couldn't possibly comment. But yeah, so we'll go through them, and just wanted to say thanks very much to everybody that actually submitted questions. It was very good of you. I knew that I was grateful that you took the time actually to torture poor Simon here tonight, and we'll get through them all because he is a man on a mission, and I believe in him. Okay, we'll start off then.
That's one person then.
Yep, we believe in you, Simon. We believe in you.
Okay.
By the power of Grayskull and all that. Okay, so I've got them here on my phone.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yep. Question 1 is from Andrew Sawyer. Thanks, Andrew. What is your favorite comic book cover of all time, Biz?
Yes, thank you, Andrew. Good question, actually. I like this question. It's the Savage Sword of Conan #1. It was a cover by Boris Vallejo. Conan and Red Sonja fight on the cover, fully painted Conan the Barbarian. So yeah, that's Savage Sword of Conan #1. That big Treasury edition, kind of size, black and white interior. Also the king size special, Hulk battles the Inhumans, October 1st by Jim Steranko. The famous one where the Hulk's got the rock on his back with his name written in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hulk
beautiful
bash,
covers.
oh man, it's crazy. In fact, they changed. The Steranko was asked to change the Hulk's face because he drew the Hulk so scary. They said, "Man, you got to tone this down." So I'd love to see the original version of that.
Oh my.
Yeah. I wonder is it anywhere? Did anybody keep it?
I think I glanced it somewhere. I don't know how they changed it, but someone's probably got a copy of that version. But it's super, super, and it's tremendous cover in every aspect. It's total, absolute comic books. It's what all comic books are all about for me.
Yeah, yeah. Dynamic and
yeah. I'll finish that. I'll finish that question, Joe.
Yep, no problem. Okay, great.
Okay. Yeah. Question 2 is from Sarah Lee, and Sarah's asking, when is Doom Trodden's?
December.
Oh, there we go. There you go, Sarah. Doom Trodden's album's coming out December.
We hope so. Sarah, I've been really kind of like I kind of got busy, so I've been really dragging my heels on getting the bass down on the tracks. But now we've lifted lockdown as well. Now that's going to help me get things moving. Geezer's a champion. He's a producer and the guitarist of the band, and he's really the one pushing us all and getting us to get things done. So yeah, we're hoping December. I reckon December. It has to be December, or it'll never be done, will it? So thank you, Sarah, for taking an interest. Actually, that's cool. No one's ever taken an interest in our band, but thank you.
Well, the thing is that you also have a Facebook group, so
Pardon?
I think it would be really good. I'll keep an eye out through the year on whatever news there is on your page about the band, particularly about the album. I'll put it onto the Lawless Facebook group so people can follow it, because they may not be aware. Yeah, no problem at all. I think it would be really, because your music, what would you classify your music as?
I class it as kind of like it's like a doom metal. It's a cross between Motorhead and Typo Negative. If you get that, because it got doom qualities to it, but kind of rocky, kind of metally, thrashy kind of feel to it as well. It just hard rock music.
The way it should be.
And I play bass, and I suck.
So you think you're a better artist then than a bass player? Is that what you're telling us?
I suck at art as well, so there you go.
Oh yeah, you're wicked.
Hey, if I suck at both, then I can't go wrong, can I? You know, so anything must be bonus time. Something must be good from that, at least, you know. Anyway.
You think you'll ever get a chance
we've got
to maybe tour with the band?
Oh no, we've done a tour of Oxford, places. We went to Wales, and Wales. We did a gig in Wales, but we've only just kind of got together. We just got our momentum going before COVID, so we got things planned. You know, lots of things are planned. But if we get an album out, then people will take us seriously, and maybe we could get other bands out there would let us do some gigs with them. You know, right now we just enjoy gigging and doing, but touring, I don't know about that. Depends. It depends really on another band taking an interest in us and saying, "Come along with us." Yeah. Moving along.
No problem. Question 3 from Stu Howling. I love that name, Howling. Brilliant. When is Warpspot going on tour?
We're never going to go on tour. We were never really a band. Well, if it was any good, then I would say, yeah, great. But no, Stu. It was just a one-off thing, just for that day. I think a few artists got together, and we just threw stuff on. We got on stage and just played whatever, just made stuff up, and we played until everybody just had left the room eventually and gone back to their beds. So yeah, it's only a one-off thing. It never happened again. I don't think people want it to happen again.
It was it's a one-night stand, really, wasn't it?
It was a one-night stand, and it was unmemorable, but it was fun. I mean, we were bloody awful, but we had good fun. We all had good fun. Some people enjoyed it for about 5 minutes, you know, at least. But when you've been playing the same chord for like an hour, it starts to go, oh God, ready?
It's still a lot better than what's on the charts.
Okay, good fun though. Hey, look, we did our best to entertain. You know, I think people were entertained to an extent, but yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah. It's amazing what you can do with on 20 pints of beer, you know.
Anything at all.
It sounded good to me at the time when I was on stage. This is great.
Well, maybe you sounded good. You see, this is the thing, because you can actually play an instrument. Maybe you sounded good, and the other ones Maybe
No,
not so good.
no, Joe, no. Oh, they were very good. Oh, they were just trying to
Were
cover
they?
my bullshit. Oh yeah, man. I just love this stuff. Let's go. I don't know what was playing. I know my fingers are moving around, and some noise was coming out the amp and stuff. But that's about all.
It was all going a bit psychedelic in your head at that time.
It was great. It was great fun, man. It was great fun. It was great fun. My bass playing there was equivalent to someone just jumping and taking the mic off the singer and singing. It's the same thing. It's like someone jumps on stage and takes a bass guitar off the guy and starts playing. I start playing it. I put myself down too much.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
Next question, no, because you actually find out just how fucking good I am when you actually see me. I'm just preparing you to go. Oh my god, actually, he's really fucking good. or am I?
Self-deprecation.
I'm good. Not I. Next question.
Okay, yeah, this one's from Gary Hill. Gary's asking, what's the most drunk you've ever got?
Oh, the most drunk I ever got was with Gary Hill at a dive bar somewhere, and I don't remember where. Maybe Gary can remember.
Gary, you'll have to tell us.
Good one, yeah. Gary, you got to find out or tell us. One of us knows something, but hey, geez, I don't remember honestly. Actually, I've not had a drink for 2 years. No one believes that for a moment, do they?
No, we don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, already. Okay, I had one last night.
I reckon that if Gary had gone out with you, that he would probably end up with 50p in his hand and a bad taste in his mouth, waking it up the next day.
Oh, I'll tell you what, and he would have filmed it and said, "Well, this is someone who's the most drunk he's ever been." How do you remember? If you were, oh, I don't know.
Well, I suppose if you remember how drunk you are, it's maybe not a good night.
Well, the problem is there's too many nights to remember. I don't know what particular one to choose from, really. But it's all convention stuff, good, all convention fun, good times.
Oh yeah,
a lot of good times, man. A lot of good times. I miss those times with the shows and the fans. I don't like calling them fans, but the other enthusiasts at the bar drinking and talking, and it's just fantastic. Hey, Gary, thanks for that question. We got a laugh out of it, and maybe I'll see you and we'll have a pint somewhere. Okay, next question, please.
Okay, Matthew Ellis asks, what's the gig you always wanted but hasn't come around? So is there any particular work that you really wanted to have done?
Oh, I think it was one. Didn't he say it was one that had passed me by,
yeah, but hasn't come around?
Oh, yeah. Oh, fucking hell, man, you're joking, yeah. That's passing ship. Venom. I nearly had a chance of that.
Oh.
Well, yeah, Venom was a good possibility. And Conan the Barbarian, Rogues in the House. I was going to do a big, Rogues in the House. Fact. When Conan fights Fact, that big ape, written by Robbie Howard, an orangutan becomes a little more self-aware, and decides he wants to be king and rule, and so he kind of takes over. Becomes a dangerous individual. Well, yeah, I guess he is an individual. Anyway, Conan is having a big old punch up with him. Anyway, I was going to do that, but it never happened because Marvel ceased to exist then. I think I did the cover for the last issue of the Conan run with Marvel, and so that never happened. So yeah, but Venom. There's been a few others as well, but they're too painful for me to want to remember.
Yeah. I think I love to have seen your Venom. Your Venom would have just been, well, Venom's just such an explodey type of character. I just imagine your painted artwork.
It's supposed to be fine, Joe. It's supposed to be fine because it's got all the muscles, the veins, the tendons, and the distortion of the anatomy and everything, which I really love doing. Yeah, good question, Matthew. Yeah, thank you, Matthew.
Okay, the next one's from Andy Hayes, and Andy's asking, who were your influences on your art when growing up?
Well, originally it was artists like Salvador Dali and Michelangelo, and but more comic related, it was like Barry Windsor Smith, Red Nails. Barry Windsor Smith's run on Conan, it's beautiful. I wasn't a fan of Jack Kirby at all, but evidently I became a big fan of his in my later years. But the biggest influence probably would be Richard Corben and Frank Frazetta. And of course, there's Bill Sinkovich, who was a it's just beautiful work, man. I just love looking at his work. Gustav Klimt. I had you can name everybody and anything. I'm into most things anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, nice one. Especially Klimt is kind of maybe an unusual answer, actually. The
Well,
Gustav one.
Well, not really, because if you look at Slain, you can see that kind of the patterns on the patterns and the postures of some of the characters and their expressions and things. You got a bit angelic,
yes.
a bit pre-Raphaelite. Yeah, you look at some of the design and the swirls and the etc. Because that's very reminiscent of the Celtic designs. I mean, and Bill Sienkiewicz was a big fan of Gustav Klimt, and who isn't? You know what I mean?
Beautiful work.
It goes into the stories. They're taking realism and then distorting it into pattern and shape and form. And the same sort of thing that Dalek did. The physical, the characters he drew, and the animals and the people were very realistic, and had somebody very almost photographic. But he would just distort everything else around it. Taking the whole different dimensions and things. So very stylized, but beautiful. And of course, Michelangelo, all his stuff. And Da Vinci. I mean, all the obvious ones. I mean, I'm naming the obvious ones, but Richard Corbin, obviously. But Frazetta, well, you can see why.
Yeah, I can definitely see why with that one. No, I can understand. And question here from David Bryan. He says, if Lobo was in our dimension, what bike or other forms of transport would he ride? Now, you're a biker, Simon, and I'm a biker. So this one, I'm really interested to hear what you're going to say.
Well, actually, I think so who asked the question?
Oh, sorry, that was David Bryan.
David, yeah, thanks, David, for the question. Yeah, Lobo, if it was Earthbound, he would probably he would go and see Jesse James from West Coast Choppers and get Jesse to build him a chopper with a Veyron and Bugatti Veyron engine in it, probably, I would have thought.
Ooh, massive engine inside that.
Yeah, Veyron engine, racing engine in a chopper frame. I would have thought. So that will already just bring his own of whatever he's got anyway. But
I don't think Jesse would be able to charge him. I don't think Lobo would accept a bill from Jesse.
I think Lobo's a very honourable man, and I think he would, without a doubt, pay Jesse a great deal. And I don't think Jesse would do it for nothing either. I don't think he'd be frightened of Lobo at all. Well, Jesse can look after himself, But I think Jesse would probably really appreciate Lobo coming down into his shop, and they'd probably hang out and have a great time, Okay, next, salute to Jesse James and West Coast Choppers. Yeah, my man.
The next question comes from Roy Sharpton. And Roy's asking, what's your favorite Space Bastards issue you've worked on without spoiling anything?
Well, I've just done an issue, and my favorite scene is a splash page of a bunch of gangsters or hoodlums, kind of the characters in the story running through an ice cream parlor naked, having a gunfight. So you got the usual Bisley kind of where innocent people sort of falling over tables, rolling around, and falling in ice cream. And there's also a dog attacking one of the guys who's got a gun and grabs him by the leg. It's just hilarious. We looked at it. A lot of people look at it, and we all laugh at it. I think we're trying to make it serious, but it never happened. Like most of my stuff, it just ends up being funny.
Did you say they're naked? The characters are naked?
They're not, listen, you get all excited about it. Yes. Well, Christopher. Right. Sometimes men, they run around naked. With guns and shooting up in ice cream parlors.
I just wondered, did you have to have like little red flags to cover their bits?
Out of swaying around everywhere. No, I don't care.
All sorts of raspberry ripples stuck in places that normally wouldn't.
No, it just mostly well-tuned buttocks. That's what that's all.
Do you want to flake with that?
So it's more like a shootout in a sausage factory.
Because we seen actually that you had drawn an issue of Harley's little black book with her and Lobo making love.
Yeah. Making love
somewhat raunchy.
In the river, it was a bit. What are you on about, raunchy? It's pen and ink on paper. It's not real. I enjoy doing that a lot. I like Harley Quinn a lot. Well, my version of Harley Quinn and my version of Lobo, obviously. Yeah, she's a cool chick. She's great. She's good fun. You know, you can imagine her in real life. You know, so yeah, I enjoyed doing that one a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a really good one. I mean, two characters that are out there doing their own thing that just don't care. I mean, you couldn't have got a better twosome, really. You couldn't. It's extraordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've got a great question here from Dave Wynn. He wants to know, why does there have to be eyeballs exploding everywhere?
Oh, because I need psychiatric help. And it's also part of my signature style. And the thing is, I don't know why. And it's I would just probably, I mean, it's easy with a situation like this just to say things for the sake of it. I don't know why. I think it's hard to explain really. I mean, as an artist, when I illustrate characters in extreme violence and in violent situations, usually eyeballs coming out is a kind of an impact shot. So it just makes it also makes it a little bit humorous as well. But it's something I can't get the fuck off. I can't get off of that fucking eyeball hanging out shit, you know. But it's more comedic, if anything, you know. But I would like to ask him why he thinks and why he wonders why I do. You know?
It just shows you what's going on in his head. Is this a whole homage at all to Evil Dead and the scene in the cabin where Bruce?
I was doing it before that actually already. I was doing that at school already. Yeah, at school I was doing eyeballs coming out. Yeah. I probably saw it from somewhere else, but I think it's just to pick up a signature style. You know, I wouldn't generally do it like, for example, I wouldn't do it like say like in a Conan. If it was more realistic kind of set, if it read Sonya or Conan, I wouldn't have eyeballs hanging out. Not in a comedic way because it just make it into a comedy, you know. But it's okay with Lobo, the more cartoony stuff. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you gotta, you know, you're asking me things I never consider, you know. They just happen.
Yeah. Next time you draw an eyeball, now you'll be thinking, why am I drawing this? Is there a reason for it? You'll be psychoanalyzing yourself.
I do already now. I'm going to make it be worse for me now.
Okay. And the next.
I'm thinking now. Go on. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say the next question is from Bat Dan Hunter, and Bat Dan is asking. This is how does Simon feel about being cited as a source originator for the phase of painted comic book art of the 90s, where lots of artists tried to emulate his style?
Well, it feels great. I feel privileged to be blamed for it, and I count as a badge of miraculous. What do you call it? In my miraculous endeavors. What am I on? I'm talking nonsense. I always fumble when I try and become more intellectual and clever. But it was a mark of achievement, a badge of honor, that is for sure. I mean, who couldn't ask for anything better? I mean, I think when I was younger, I would have been jealous and annoyed and angry that, people copy me, they're ripping me off. But as you get older, you realize you had given something to a larger swathe of artists. You know, you give them something back to them, you know, that they can take on. Because you live through artists and you live through other people, really. And if they're influenced by my work, then they'll be influenced by Frazette's work and Bill's work, and they'll recognize Bill's because I see this, you know. So, you know, my influences. And so those people live through me and then live through on with other people in the future. So, well, you know, we all discover together, don't we? We'll come across ideas, textures, you know, compositions and all kinds of techniques, you know. And I mean, come on. I mean, I've already cited my influences, and you can see that. I think people very successfully copied my my work, especially because it was very, very easy to see the layers, as it were. Because I wouldn't necessarily have a piece totally finished. I'd have other drawings or pages on my artwork, like Slain or Judgment on Gotham, for example, were more skeletal. You could see the underlying pencil ink work, some washes and things, and you can see the build-up of paint, the build-up of technique. So if you look at Slain, the Horned God, or you look at Judgment on Gotham, Batman, Judgment on Gotham, it's like an art class. You'll see art styles in there and techniques and ideas that people have taken on. So that's yeah, it's good. Yeah. So, but the thing is, you have to remember that. Sorry, it was Bat Dan. Good name, I like that. Bat Dan, I like that. it's really made me think made me reflect that the reason why I painted the comic strip Bat Dan was that he's probably laughing he gets not my real name, and it's a cool name, isn't it? I want to be called that. Anyway, I'm dangerously starting to waffle, but I get to the point. Is that no? I wasn't very competent at pen and ink in the traditional comic book way at all. I mean, I was pretty much a virgin to it, so I thought the best way to do is paint, and you can really fluff it up and really kind of disguise a lot of inadequacies that I have in my pen and ink work. So painting was the best way to go, and I knew I could shine with paint as opposed to pen and ink, basically. Yeah, yeah,
beautiful work. I mean, sitting watching you say. Whenever you go to your table and you're doing a sketch for anybody, it's just worthwhile watching you because there's lines and then suddenly they just blossom into something. There's no, it's like you go with the flow whenever you're drawing.
I take that for granted. And I often wonder why people are staring at it, you know, and watch. And I've had this woman I go to a show and she just stands and she does all day. She just stands there, with her arms folded. A very elegant, lovely lady. And she just watches me, not every now and minute of the day, but she'd come back round and just watch me. She just love to see the way the lines work, you know, which is nice, isn't it? It's what I do, I suppose. So it comes easy to me because what I'm good at, I guess.
Well, it's great because quite often you know you watch an artist and they maybe start with something and then you instantly recognize it, but your work organically just goes across the page and it's majestic to watch because you don't know what direction you're going to go in next. It is entertaining.
It's interesting you say that because some of my friends have said it's interesting. They said the way I don't sort of sketch around I just kind of comes like this. It comes. I always start with a swoop and it turns into something, you know. It is fairly organic. This is why I've always found it easy. That's why I always let things kind of boil a while, like deadlines, because then when I'm on it, I'm more fluid and it's quicker and more of a coiled spring released onto the page. But if I sat there just plodding away 9 to 5, it's just going to look. That's the way it's going to come across, you know. But things have to come out in a moment. It has to come out there and then, and it has to be fluid and real, like almost like a samurai sword stroke. It has to be perfect, it's right. You know, he patches those strokes, you know, and he can't be formulaic or overly thought. The line can't be overly thought. It has to be that line. I have sketchbooks piled up to my I don't know what to say in case I get into trouble. Up to my eyeballs, right? Similar things. There's 2 of them. Anyway, up to my eyeballs of just pages of sketchbooks with nothing in them, just a line or a squig or a circle. Because if I don't get that first movement right, the rest is not going to work for me. I can waste the entire books on pages and it has to be virgin clean paper and not bent or nothing twisted. I won't rub it out really and do it again. It has to be right. I want to throw the paper away until that's it. I'll get it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird process. That I feel very guilty. No. Okay. So we won't want to ponder that for too long. We'll be here forever. Next
no problem.
Question, Joe.
That's good. Next one is from Steve Bull, and Steve asks, if you could have a beer with anyone, alive or dead, whom would it be?
I don't know.
And which beer would you have?
Oh, what people would live or dead would like to have a beer with?
Yep.
I don't know if they would all want to drink beer. Okay, my list. I've actually got a bit of a list here. It'd be Jesus, because he'd be interesting to talk to, wouldn't he? You got to know about him, really get to know what this guy was all about. Mary Shelley, obviously. I mean, come on, fuck me. Imagine talking to her. I can't imagine drinking beer. Anyway, but Mary Shelley, Emily Bronte. Wuthering Heights, one of the greatest. Look at these stories, both. One of the greatest ghost drama, murder, love, romance, to the death kind of love, and on, and ghosts and fucking everything. Everything's in there. I mean, it's unbelievable. I watched every single version. I've read all the variations of it, the play variations, and watched all the movies and all the plays. I think it's one of the, he goes, oh, Simon, you're a sissy watching. No, fuck off. Look at it, watch it. There's so much passion in that. I mean, he even digs up bones up, digs up a grave so can and hold her again, you know. And she's just a corpse, but to her, to him, she's still beautiful. And it's wonderful the way she wanted everything in the world, everything. She wanted everything. But I think she wanted to be, everyone to be happy, really. But she was confused with her love for, not confused with her love, but the passion was so, do you know what? I'm going on. Read the book.
So listen to the Kate Bush song.
Jesus, no, fuck that one. Jesus, Mary Shelley. Listen to my list. Mary, listen, hey, oh, get all fierce. No, anyway, Jesus, Mary Shelley, Emily Bronte, Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, of course.
Screaming Jay Hawkins.
Oh, yeah.
Check out Screaming Jay Hawkins. Guys, incredible. A singer, entertainer. And he's amazing. I love to sit down and have a beer with that guy. Richard the Lionheart, the French king, or the English French king, Richard Lionheart. Amanda Holyfield. I reckon for pound, the greatest boxer who's ever lived. Amanda Holyfield. Lee Marvin, my favorite actor. My Polish grandfather, who I never met. Well, he died. He's not alive, but I'd like to have a drink. Oh no, he died when I was very young. So my Polish grandfather, and Tom Hardy. I want to drink with Tom Hardy. I think Tom Hardy's a fucking cool guy. I like to have a beer with him. It's interesting because Tom Hardy is like really a superstar, but yet he still remains kind of an outsider. Do you know what I mean? And still remains dangerous. You know the way sort of Brando was, or like his other actors. You know, they or James Dean. They still had that danger about them. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that
mystique.
Yeah, and they although they were in the realms of these other great actors and seen as an A-lister, he's still one of the lads, one of the boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've heard
he's very great. I don't think he's given enough. Really, he needs more parts. I think he needs to get way more. Hey, you see him in Bronson, man. Holy shit! Do you see him in that? He's remarkable. Yep. He's remarkable. Who could do that? And you know, when you saw him in that movie, where was that film? When it was he was a Spitfire pilot.
Oh, Dunkirk.
Yeah, Dunkirk. Now, you tell me what actor would wear a face mask through most of the movie in all his scenes.
Yep.
Well, he didn't fit right in my face. No, you know what I mean? We did, Joe. We didn't care.
Yeah.
He loves. I think he's the sort of guy just take anything on because he just loves acting. Yeah, anyway, Tom Hardy, and hopefully one day we'll have a beer. All right, that's my list. I've got lots more, but that'll do.
Okay. The next one is from John Burtis, and he's asking, "What's the strangest thing anyone has done at your table at a convention?"
Oh yeah, hey John, that's an interesting one. Oh God, yeah, there was a guy that was just stood there staring at me for 2 hours, and he didn't blink or move.
Stalker.
That was it, and that was it. That was all it was, and there was something else. There was another odd one. There was a guy in a queue. And he waited for some time. And this was in London, and he was in the queue, and he just looked kind of excited all the time, and had no book with him, nothing with him. I thought he's a big lad, and I thought, what's the guy about then? Anyway, so he eventually got to me, and I stood there, looked at him, and he just took his shirt off, and he turned round, and he had Slain sitting on his throne, all tattooed all over his back.
Oh,
you know, when he took, and it was perfect. It was amazing.
Oh my goodness!
Oh no, it was really good piece. I thought, oh wow, that's just good. That's very, very good. But nothing particularly weird as ever. Nothing. Yeah. I was at a show, and a guy came up to me and said, quite annoyed, and said, he went, "Hey, did you call my son an asshole?" And I said, "No, I didn't." No, but that guy, he called me an asshole. Some guy called me an asshole. This guy walking past overheard it, thinking it was me calling him an asshole. He told his dad that I called him an asshole. I said, why do I just randomly call someone asshole for no reason? You know, just say, There has to be a reason why. You have to have some kind of communication to say, hey, you've been an asshole. Or, asshole. I don't just get someone walking by and go, hey, asshole. What? Hey, you're just an asshole. Why? Because I don't know, you're just an asshole. So anyway, I get blamed for saying a lot of things. Yeah. And that was a strange one, yeah. Yes, well, I had a conversation with my friend over the table. He goes, hey, busy, you fucking asshole, whatever. So the guy came around, was very annoyed, and he says, no. I remember the guy's finger. It's really banging on the table, right? I remember it was like a big fucking nail. It was like a big, God, you could tell he's quite a strong guy because his fingers like, dong, 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 you know, fucking hell. Anyway, there you go. But
you were lucky.
That's another strange one. That's the strange-ish. But anyway, next question.
Okay, James Higginson. James asks, what's your favorite non-Marvel DC comic to read?
Martial Law.
Ah,
Yeah.
Pat Mills and Kevin O'Neill, as you see behind you there, Joe. Come
yes.
on, two of the greatest creators on this planet. Actually, there's one person I never mentioned to you as one of my biggest influences in this country, and that is Kevin O'Neill.
Oh, I love him.
A complete and absolute genius. There's no doubt that he is a genius of design. Remarkable. I don't even know how he comes up with these ideas. Crow, the Crow by James O'Barr. Love James O'Barr.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. And he's a great guy. He's great fun at the shows. I love James. And Iron Jaw, Atlas Comics.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, Iron Jaw. He's basically Conan, but he's got like an iron jaw.
Ah.
Okay, gonna have to look that one up.
He's great, Iron Jaw. Iron Jaw. That's how I think you would talk. Iron Jaw.
Or just rattles when he talks because he's got an iron jaw.
No, he quite literally was like Conan, but he had a big metal jaw with like just fucking iron jaw.
All right, who drew that, or who was the creators?
It was Atlas Comics. Just check it out. Check it out.
I'll check that out.
But that's about the only things. But you know, I generally just read. I just read like factual stuff. You know, science shit, real science shit. You know. Anyway, next question then. By the way, James Higston, was it?
Oh, that was it. Yep, yeah, no, James Higson. Yep.
Yes, thanks for that question. Yeah, thanks for that. But actually, James, it's surprising how few characters. Oh, Doc Savage. I like Doc Savage. Yeah, I never read it, but I always thought it was cool. There you go. So,
okay. On to the final question. It's from Dean Irvine. And Dean's asking, if you were given creative freedom to work on any crossover, which franchise would you pick?
Conan Red Sonja. Batman Wildcat.
Oh yeah.
I made one up. Lobo Doctor Doom. Fucking hell. What a pair of naughty boys they would be. Eh? naughty boys. Can you imagine what they fucking conjure up? Hey? I bet Lobo would love to get all the Doctor Doom suit and run a fucking muck. You just know they're going to be naughty.
I think that it should be Lobo, Doctor Doom, and Simon Bisley in a team up. That would just wreck every known possible dimension, I think, in space and time.
Yeah, they'd just be drinking mead, wouldn't they, all the time?
Well, whatever you fancy.
Well, you got it's a comic book world, so you get whatever you like.
Yeah, exactly.
So sorry, there you go. Sorry, Joe, carry on.
No, sorry, I was going to say that was great. I mean, that I'm sure everybody watching this is, especially those that have submitted their questions, and those that haven't will find this extremely interesting. And the lucky buggers that got their questions answered will be going, he said my name. So I mean, I know you don't like to think of us as fans, but we really appreciate your work, and also we certainly appreciate the time that you spent with us, and sort of it becomes almost like a bar con. Yep, there's Graham. Graham's showing up some of the comics, and yeah, you see, show him up again, Graham.
Oh yeah.
I'll see Graham.
Oh,
there you go.
There's a Lobo. I think it's the first print as well of it.
Oh, hold on a minute. Was there a question where you asked about, someone asked a question, how do I feel about the price of the Lobo?
Oh, yes.
What's her name?
Sarah Lee. Sarah Lee again.
Sarah Lee, yeah. Sorry, Joe. Go on.
No, okay. No, it was Sarah Lee, yeah. What did you feel about Lobo actually being sold for such a high amount from what you had originally sold it?
$900. Very, very pleased. Clearly pleased. Pleased beyond the moon. I mean, for all the reasons, the selfish reasons, all the capitalist reasons, I should be happy about it. You know, I didn't get a damn penny of it, but I know it puts my work in good stead. So yeah, I mean, wow, it's a lot of money, man. I mean, I think it was originally going for like $50 and $50, $50,000, and to find out it went 200. I mean, that's just man, that's crazy. That's just crazy. But yeah, I'm very pleased about it. It means maybe, you know, the art world's a funny thing. I don't know what to say really, but yeah, it makes me happy. Thanks for that question anyway.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, Lobo is certainly has everybody's. It has got place in everybody's heart. I think Lobo and you are the characters that everybody just wants to sit in the bar with, because you know that it's going to be good crack and it'll be very, very entertaining. And certainly sitting in the bar with you after Lawless a couple of years ago was great fun. And we've been in the bar a few times together, but the good thing about Lawless, and I'm gonna plug it now, is that the BarCon scene after the event itself is fantastic, because it's a mixture of the creators and the punters, everybody that's there, and we're all the same. And I think it's maybe one of the few conventions where everybody feels the same, even the creators. That it feels like we're all just going. It's not, there's the talent, there's the people that have paid in. It's everyone is together, and I think that's just great. And you are renowned, Simon, for sitting with people in the bar and you know, everywhere, you know, just sitting having a pint with them, even at your table. And it's a badge of honor to say, well, actually, I've sat and had a drink with Simon Bisley.
Interesting. Yeah, the thing is that I've never seen that there is any difference. I'm just surprised people would bother want to talk to me or hang out with me. Be honest with you, they take the time out to come to see me. See the enthusiasts come to see, and drinkers, you know, come to see me at my table. So they're taking the time out. So why take the time out? I love hanging out with people. I mean, I only ever went there in the first place to these shows just to hang out with meet other people. You know, I spend all my time in the studio day in day out. So it's nice to get out and hang out with people, and we have some great times. And what happens is eventually, just the lines are blurred, and everybody's like you're yourself as a bit of a celeb, you know, and people become like faces, and you always in high, you know, it becomes like family, you know. It's just big. It becomes like a family. I've got an extended family all over the world. I mean, I've seen people, you know, when they were younger, they've grown up, they've had kids, they show me their kids. And then so-and-so gets married to so-and-so, a new family here, new family there. You know, you see whole generations, you know. I mean, it seems like loads of generations, you know. And it's just great, you know. I mean, it's, here's my sister, you know, here's my uncle, visit, you know. Hey, my granddad came to see her, he wants to hang out with you and this stuff, you know. And, you know, it's wonderful. Yeah, it is wonderful. I've had a good life. I mean, I never understood why some people, celebrities, can... shun and just regard other people as fans as not you know, as a pests or something, you know, when they're paying their fucking wages. They're paying our wages. You're paying my wages, you know. So all my best friends have come from. I mean, look at us. You just turned a fucking martial law outfit pestering me.
Yeah.
Looking
you shouted at me.
Yeah, didn't I? Or something like, no, did I? Oh God.
You did. Anyway, well, not in a bad way. You're actually shouting to John McRae. You're shouting, John, there's martial law. There's martial law, John. And my face, you can see under my gimp mask, was massively big smile. And I met seeing Graham later on that day at the show, and I went, I've just met Simon Bisley. I've just met Simon Bisley.
Yeah, it was Belfast MCN. Or
yeah. And now we've been friends ever since, and now we're doing this podcast.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a lot of my friends in Belfast, they became art collectors, colorists, and artists in their own right. You know, and yeah, I mean, you know, wow, it's just a big family, man. I mean, we all have the same damn thing, don't we? You know, I never understood one thing though: why people say, "Well, do you like Marvel? Do you like DC?" I know I'm a Marvel person. I'm a DC person. No, I never understood that. You know,
yeah,
never understood that at all.
I think maybe over time people just more appreciate the particular artists and writers and follow their work rather than, I don't know, brand loyalty.
Yeah, but some artists they go from one company to another company, don't they? You know, you've got to, anyway, I'm just rambling now. Yeah, but the shows, let's get open those motherfuckers up, and they're Lawless. What a great show! I missed 2 of those shows. I had other commitments, unfortunately. But yeah, Lawless Sue, who runs that show, she's great. She puts up with my shit, which is amazing. And yeah, so yeah, I do miss it. I'll definitely do the next show because Bristol's legendary. That hotel there is legendary, and it's such a great everything about everything, just a perfect. I mean, you got the convention and the bar right next to it, and everyone has a great fucking laugh, and it's great meeting all the other artists and stuff, you know, because we just all love it, you know, and good friendly atmosphere, you know. Yeah. You can't beat it.
Well, remember last time the bar was open late. I think the 40th anniversary of the 2000 AD one, they had to shut the bar early because we drank the bar dry.
was that in London?
Yeah.
That was a bloody good show, right in the middle of London, was it? That was a bloody good show.
The location was handy now, yeah.
Everybody was there, wasn't it? Yeah, because you just sort of fall up the stairs and you fall in the lift and you're there, you know, in your room. Did I enjoy that? Oh, listen to me talking like that. Oh, I've got all family.
Oh, my lover.
I do, because I do come from the this Oxfordshire, so it's sort of a bit like that. You know? Oh, I tell you what, I did it. You'll laugh at this. I think it's fucking funny. I did an interview with Pat Mills for a TV program. I don't know who it was. Don't remember what TV program it was. But it was one of the main ones. And there's only about fucking 3 then or 4. Anyway, so I did the show and I did a short interview. And the guy asked what colours I was using, and I said this and that, lined or whatever day. I thought, oh, okay. And anyway, the Sunday Times or something picked up on the program, me and Pat Mills and Slane, and it mentions me, but the headline is of the story: "Who are? Oh, he loves to paint with green." I thought, fucking what? I don't talk like that. I fucking already. Oh, man, look at this. Fucking says how he fucking talking like this. You know? So he just basically just took the piss out of my. Oh my god.
Maybe they thought they were interviewing.
A bit of green on there, a bit of green, a bit of black, a little bit of white. We get a little bit of red on there as well.
All right. Well, here, Simon, we're just going to finish off here by asking, where can we find your work? Where can we stalk you on social media?
I find my work. Well, my work is I'm currently working, as you know, with Space Bastards. I've got some stuff with them currently. Also, Brooklyn Warrior with Dan Foglar, Heavy Metal Magazine. Some of that's coming out. I'm doing some other. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm doing a Lobo Superman cover, fighting each other. Fuck yes! I can imagine how that's going to look. And I'm doing a Superman Authority cover as well. I'm doing a Tarzan cover. I'm also doing a cover for Philadelphia, which is going to be, Philadelphia. And I do a lot of stuff, man. I mean, I'm still going through Kickstarter. Kickstarter at the moment. Still, I think I'll be finished up by the end of this month. I'm nearly halfway through. We had a big response with that, bigger than I expected, and the quality of the work I'm doing on it is way higher than before. So I'm finishing Kickstarter up, and I want to thank anybody who's got something on order with Kickstarter. Thank you for your patience, Riyadh. Thank you, I appreciate it. But you'll get your stuff at some point. It's only the rest of this month, and so it'll be done and completed.
Well, that means we're going to see more from you on Kickstarter.
Pardon?
Will that mean we'll see more of you on Kickstarter?
More of
your work? Sorry, more of your work on Kickstarter.
Will you? What is Kickstarter? Kickstarter's not a comic, is it?
No. It's a crowdfunding platform.
I know it is. So yeah. What you asking? Oh well, look, I get you.
Yeah.
No. I just misunderstood. I'm stupid. Don't worry about it. And it's you stupid as I am, so we're both stupid together. So we just don't.
Yeah. We're good company.
We're both cat lovers. That's the problem. We're both cat
lovers.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
And because they've sucked our soul out of our body, so we don't.
Actually, Graham, stand up so Simon can see your T-shirt properly.
Oh, hold on, Phil.
Oh, there you go. How true is that? Oh, excellent. Yeah.
It's a birthday present for Graham this year.
But to answer your question, yeah, I'll be kind of Kickstarter. We do it more often. Yeah, I mean, at least once a year, because there's so much stuff I can still do, and there's so much other stuff, so many more other sketchbooks I can do, and yeah, I think people get a kick out of seeing it. Plus, also with because we people can't reach me because there aren't any shows. Kickstarter's a good way of getting a drawing or a picture, isn't it?
Yep. Absolutely. And your daughter runs your Instagram account, The Art of Simon Bisley.
Yep.
Yep. So there's another way actually to see Simon, and obviously follow Doomtrodden on Facebook.
Who?
Doomtrodden? Doom?
Everybody, I tell you what. It's called Doomtrodden, right?
Doom.
No, it's okay. That's okay. You know, no, I'm not. It's okay. Calm down. What do you mean? No, what it basically, I just took Dimetrodon.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Dinosaur. Well, it's not. It's not actually a dinosaur. It's more a mammal, but pre dinosaurs, because the teeth would have let it become a wolf or a mammal later on. Anyway, but that fin thing. But it was so it was Doomtrodon. That's the Dimetrodon or Dimetrodon. So it's quite simple, but people can stumble on the T. So
yes.
it's we were going to be. I did a gig in the O2 in Oxford, and the band up before us said, and now they said that like they say like here, hey, later on we're going to be Doomtrodon. It's a dinosaur, not a dinosaur. I was screaming for the audience. Oh yeah.
It's the whole Diplodocus thing again, isn't it? Really?
Diplodocus. Yeah, how come it's sorry? I just call it Diplodocus.
Well, do check out. I like to think of Doomtrodden could be the difficult second album cover. Exactly. That would be your difficult second title. You know, the title for your difficult second album. Doomtrodden.
Doomtrodden on a Shitodon. It's my band. I'm making a joke about my band.
I know. The guys will hate you for it. But here, Simon, thank you so much for doing this tonight.
No, it's my pleasure, mate. Love you both, you guys, and I look forward to seeing you again. I'll come to visit you in Belfast, and we'll have one or two, some sherbet, you know.
Oh yeah, just a sherbet or three.
Maybe some special water. Okay.
Yeah, special poaching water that we have here. Well, here, Simon, thank you very much.
Graham, thank you, Graham. Thank you, Joe.
Yep.
Thank you,
Thanks
Simon.
very much to everybody. Yeah, bye. Thank you, and thanks very much for submitting the questions, everybody. Bye. Yes,
bye, folks.
check the guns.